Well, I hope it's appropriate that I start the fourth one here. I'm standing next to the Rhine River, and we're looking north. You can see a bridge that goes across there in the direction of Wiesbaden. And a lot of shipping takes place on the Rhine. You can see a pleasure boat over there. Used to have one just like that. Just like that. How about that? And you can see the owner of the boat. He keeps his car on the back and his little lifeboat. That is a French flag, red, white, and blue stripe. So it must be a French ship, I guess. Anyway, for some reason they're stopped here, and I don't understand. They're either waiting for a place in port. There's another one going by in the background over there, waiting for a berth or something. Here comes the wind. Anyway, there's a walk path, bike path, people sitting out. This is I believe it's like an exposition hall. They hold different expositions there. To walk down to where I really wanted to begin, but I didn't want to miss this part of it. There's that's a tour boat, tour ship, and many of them ply up and down the Rhine. This one is called the Heidelberg, Neustadt Holstein, Deutschland. Neustadt, it could be that they run between Neustadt, which is a new city, to Holstein. That's a German flag on it. The German flag is black, red, and yellow stripes, unlike the French flag, which is red, white, and blue. And willow trees down here. There's a little yacht place where they, little marina, that's what I'm trying to think of. And anyway, this goes all along the Rhine. You could probably go for dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of miles, walking or biking along the Rhine. And it's a beautiful day for it. I wanted to just take you down. There's another, over in the distance, you probably can't pick it up, it's a train trestle, because the electric trains run through here on a regular schedule to everywhere, pretty much throughout Europe. Over in that direction is the Frankfurt airport, and saw a jet taken off just a little while ago. Let me just walk you across here, and then we'll probably cancel this one. So you know, right adjacent to your city center is a little recreational or outdoor place, whatever you want to call it, where you can head out. Wooden bridge. There's our little marina, and down at the other end of the marina is like a tennis club and a rowing club. There's another ship going north, and God, I'm going to say it runs north. Okay, there's a jet taking off, and in the little park area down here. There was something I was going to say. Oh, so essentially, on the sustainability issue, what you've got here is a cluster, and you'll find clusters throughout most of Europe. The cluster is a city core, and most of the cities over here, you know, they were made that way, but they weren't made that way necessarily because we knew we'd need them someday. But the city cores here were maintained, and they date back to, you know, Christ's time. And those city cores were maintained, and there's a train going across, and inside that city core is everything you need, and it's still local, from your shoemaker to your butcher to your baker. They still have their names on the shop. They haven't been amalgamated into some larger entity. And lovers in the park, and they don't worry about that over here. And anyway, so within the city center you have everything you need, and then surrounding it, if I could take you on a wider view, the city is surrounded by agriculture. Farms that go back generations upon generations upon generations, and they've been in the family forever, and they've been maintained. The barns aren't falling down. They're all freshly painted. The farm machinery works. Cars aren't jacked up in the front yard. The fields are full of grains and vegetables and everything else, and orchards and vineyards. Just west of here is the Rheingau Valley. It's famous for generations and generations and hundreds of years of wine production. So, the city and the administrative sections of government have maintained this system. And that's not to say that they haven't been threatened by modernity and to be overrun with shopping malls and everything else. But the real estate is maintained. And by the way, you didn't see any for sale signs because that's verboten. There are no for sale signs. There are no multiple listings. If you sell your house or your business in Germany, your neighbors think that something's wrong. There's either a divorce going on or you've lost all your money. So it's kind of a face kind of thing. So all sales are handled privately. It reduces speculation. You have to pay for your house within 7 years, a substantial down payment. Then you get a 7-year balloon note. At the end of 7 years, you must pay it off. So there's none of that speculation. There's none of the low interest loans. And so things continue. Homes are taken care of. They stay within families. And you don't get urban sprawl. There are no such thing. There are no subdivisions. They don't exist. There's another cruise ship going up with some visitors and some tourists. Last thing, this is unique, and I think it's right over there. Mainz is unique because the Rhine River merges with the Main River. So historically, way back to Roman times, it was a crossroads. Simple as that. 1,000 years ago, traffic moved by water, or you moved by horse. So water was a lot faster. And so it was very important to build along the water. It also offered a line of defense, too, because obviously the city would be harder to attack. So there are a lot of reasons for building along the water, not only commerce, but protection and so on. Okay, we'll let it go at that for now.